You're watching Escape Adulthood Live, your number one source for long-lasting, fast-acting, physician-approved adultitis relief.
On this week's show, we're talking about blank canvases, 50 Shades of Brown, and having a conversation with a polka king.
Greetings and salutations, everyone. Thank you for joining us.
We have such an amazing show tonight, you guys. Thank you for shenanigating with us on this Wednesday night. And I love all this applause.
I know,
this is amazing.
You guys are too kind,
So much good music I'm seeing in the comments. Welcome, everybody. A little 80s from Don.
I know, we got all kinds of stuff. 80s, salsa, I think I saw Mike say.
How cool is that?
Quite a dance music, electronic music. Pretty good. I like what Barb said. She said she especially loves live music,
Yes.
which I hope we'll start getting back to sooner than soon. Right?
It's painful. I know.
I'm looking forward to that too.
I like anything live.
Well,
sure.
Tonight is a little bit of a music-themed show. We have a special guest for you tonight, and I don't know. This might be a little bit of a bold claim, but in the comments, I suggested that we are going to turn everyone into polka fans tonight.
I would definitely agree with that. And it sounds like there's already a ton of people who grew up listening to polka, and we're like, Paul grew up in Cleveland? We had no idea, Paul. How funny.
Something good comes from Cleveland? I can't believe it.
I like Cleveland.
Just kidding.
So it's going to be an amazing show. I think we should get right to it.
Yeah, well, so our guest tonight, you may have seen before. He was in the hit movie Home Alone, which
have you guys heard of that one?
may have heard something about that before. But if you remember, John Candy was in that movie, and he was in a band known as the Kenosha Kickers.
They're very big in Sheboygan.
Very big in Sheboygan, yes. And what you may not know is his band was actually a band. They were actually real musicians. It wasn't just Joe extras off the street. And we have one of them with us tonight. It's kind of a weird story.
I love
was wearing this shirt, which our realtor bought for me.
Nikki, if she's on
because
tonight.
we
Yes,
moved
thank
to
you,
Sheboygan,
Nikki.
and we were joking about how now we're big in Sheboygan, and talking about the Kenosha Kickers. And then she got me this shirt, so then I wore this shirt, and then someone, Barb, who is a regular watcher of the show, said, "Hey, I know a guy that was in that movie, Eddie."
I know the guy whose band that was.
Yes,
Yes.
Eddie Carosa Jr. So we are going to bring him on, but first we wanted to give you a little taste of Eddie and his music. He sent us a little video of one of his newest songs. It's you just have to enjoy it. All right.
Pajama polka. Well, I'm at home in my pajamas, waiting for the news all clear. Mom and kid are fine, girl drummers online, watching the stocks take a schnitzel. I might shave and shower later, maybe walk to get the mail. Hope you're doing fine, so pour yourself some wine. Stay safe and I'll talk to you later. Hey! The Pajama Polka. One more time around. Well, I'm at home in my pajamas, waiting for the news all clear. Mom and kid are fine, girl drummers online, watching the stocks take a schnitzel. I might shave and shower later. Maybe walk to get the mail. I hope you're doing fine, so pour yourself some wine. Stay safe and I'll talk to you later. Stay safe and I'll talk to you later.
Well, let me get him up here. Got a call. I had him up. Let's get him in. There we go.
Yay!
All right, there's Eddie. Eddie Carosa Jr., thank you so much for joining us. How are you this evening?
Wonderful.
Did you unmute him?
Thanks for playing my song.
Hey.
I wrote that in March, and I was in my pajamas from February, March, April, and May, down in the basement, just playing around. And that song came to me, and everybody loved it. And I'm glad you played it for me. Thank you very much.
It's a hit. I had people saying they're already fans, so that's a good sign.
Great.
They're in.
Yes.
Great.
So, okay, Eddie, I don't even know where to begin. We got a chance to talk a little bit before we went live. We could probably talk for about 3 hours. But first of all, this is a, well, here's the question I want to know. What constitutes polka music? Like,
question.
Is it, if you have a song and you throw an accordion into it, is it automatically polka? Or what is it that's like?
What's the elements?
What are the elements that's like if you have to have this for it to be considered polka?
Well, it's got to be an instrumentation. Of course, like you said, you have to have an accordion, and you have to have that maybe sometimes a trumpet player or saxophone, and a drummer with a good beat, with a good 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. So it's a lively tempo.
Mm-hmm.
And you could take any song and really turn it into a polka. But the old time polka music, Roll Out the Barrel, and the Just Because polka, and in Heaven There's No Beer, those are all classic polkas. And I think it's just a tempo, but the accordion is the main instrument.
Okay.
That gives you the polka style.
That's the key. All right. Well, that's it's good to know. I was curious about that, of like if there are any specific things. But this is like a sort of a family business for you. You started out really young into this polka world. Tell us a little bit about how you got your start and where it all began.
Well, it all started with my mom and dad, because my dad played the button accordion, and he was born in 1918. And his dad got him a little button accordion back in the day, and he's from Chicago, and he played all these area little places when he was 13, 14, 15, 16. And then he opened up in the 50s, he opened up a bar called the Baby Doll Polka Club, and that was 1954. And that's where I got my start at the Baby Doll, through my dad. And then my mom was running the business, the Baby Doll, and we just had so much fun. Every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, they had live music there. And on Sundays, it was Kids Day. So the parents could come in, and the kids could drink free root beer and have free potato chips.
Oh boy.
So it's kind of good thinking. It was a real big place on Western Avenue in Chicago. So my mom and dad had a great idea: bring the kids in, no babysitter. The parents could have a little afternoon party, and everybody's happy.
Oh, that's genius.
Smart business.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to hang around the bandstand, listen to the music. I'd sit on the drummer's lap and play a little bit, and then all of a sudden I'm playing a lot. So that's where I got my start, family business, and I thank my mom and dad for that.
That's cool. And your dad had a TV show, right? That you were on. Tell us about that.
Yes.
That was like an Emmy nominated or Emmy winning.
Yes, Emmy nominated. It was on every Saturday on Channel 26, WCIU.
Okay.
It was from the 70s to the late 1990s. Wow. Every Saturday, a live polka show at 6 o'clock.
Very cool.
And when you introduced me, you said the Polka King.
I knew I was going to get in trouble for this. Go ahead.
I'm just a Polka King up here. But there is a Polka King, and that's our good friend who passed away, Frankie Yankovic. I used to love his music also. And my dad is the Prince of Polkas.
Okay.
So there's a king, the prince, and I'm maybe the Duke. I don't know.
Duke. All right, we'll go with that. I knew when I put that in, I know like he's gonna
That's
give me
probably
trouble
not
with that.
official.
So yeah,
We're
It's
not sure
okay.
what the
It goes together. It's not too many polka guys around, so
yeah.
yeah.
you don't hear too much of it, and we love it. So it's no mistake. I appreciate that.
What is it about polka that drew you in? Like obviously you've been doing it for over 50 years. I think I read. I'm not just guessing on your looks. I think I read it somewhere. So
That's true.
what fires you up about it to have done it for so many years, all this time?
Well, I think from starting off when I was really young at my mom and dad's Baby Doll Polka Club, we were there on Sunday afternoons listening to the music, and they had the radio show and TV show, and I heard all these bands all the time, and I just kind of liked it. I enjoyed the music, and I was when you're brought up on something, that's what you want to do, and you love it.
Very cool.
And the bar was the bar was on Western Avenue, and that was from 1954 to the year 1980. And then 1980, we moved by Midway Airport, and we had the Baby Doll from 1980 to 2004. That was right by Midway Airport. So I said earlier, my dad was born in 1918. He passed away, but my mom is still going strong. She's I can't tell you how old she is. She'll get mad because she's watching this.
Smart man.
Yeah. But she's 93.
Oh.
No, don't
Thanks
tell nobody.
yeah, that's just between us. We won't share that.
Nobody, don't tell no one. I love it. I just love it. Jason, you're brought up with it, and I just love it. And I'm 62 years old, and I'm ready to roll. The pandemic kind of messed us up for 2020. Yeah. That's why I wrote that pajama polka, because what'd you do? You sat in your pajamas all day. That's all they did. Go out and get the mail and maybe shave once in a while. That's it.
Well, it definitely is a style of music. As soon as I don't know what it was. We lived in Wisconsin for 20 years.
Oh,
We're
nice.
Cubs fans, but we've been to Brewers games and they play the beer barrel, roll out the barrel and all that stuff. And so we've been inundated with it, but it was something about moving to Sheboygan that we felt like we needed to. We actually bought a record player for the first time in years, and we bought some polka records. And so we somehow felt like it was necessary to get back into it. But it is such a fun music. It's not like you can't not tap
Barb
your
said
feet,
it.
right?
Barb's here in the comments. Barb and Danny's here, and Barb said it. She's like, "Who can't not love polka? Like, you can't not be joyful when you're listening to polka." I can't imagine how many smiles you have generated from your work doing this over the last 50 years.
Yeah, I don't even call it work. I call it, people say, "Oh, where are you working this weekend?" I go, "I'm playing." I'm not working. I'm playing. It's fun. Yeah. It's fun. I love it. Sure, we make money on it, but I just love, like you said, watch everybody smile. They're waving. They're having a good time. That's what I'm all about. I love that.
Well, that's awesome. What I think people might be able to really get a lot out of, and I didn't know this before we talked earlier, but you said you're retired now from your other job, but you actually had a real job for quite some time. Correct. Tell people what you did before, and I think it's just interesting because to me it feels like such an opposite. Yes. But go ahead, tell us about what your real job was.
Well, I don't want to get into too much of it. I worked for the Cook County State's Attorney's Office for 39 years, and while playing out, and like you say, Jason, it was kind of busy time because there's so much crime going on in Chicago and a lot of paperwork. But I was able to take off here and there and still play on the weekends and, be a little tired on a Monday morning going to work, a little tired, but have a couple of cups of coffee and you're ready to arrest somebody. So,
Well, I think what is relatable to that is I'm sure there are many people that are not necessarily like in love with their job, but I can only imagine that provided a really great balance for you to get through. Not that you didn't like your job, but like I'm sure it was more serious. Right. And was that kind of a thing that kept you mentally healthy, I guess, as it were?
That's really right. It really is, because you see what's going on in the world, and
I was seeing it firsthand, and it's all not a bunch of roses. And then it was, you get home and on a Friday night, and you want to go to a Moose Lodge to play a little polka music and have a little scotch and water, and relax and go, whew, the weekend. It's the weekend, So,
Hmm.
but it was great. I wouldn't change for anything. Working for the county was wonderful, but I love them both. I've played since I was a kid, and I worked for all those years, and I wouldn't change a thing. I got a wonderful wife and a daughter, and everything's going great.
Very good. I'm
It's such a
glad to hear
cool
that.
example of the fact that you're 9 to 5 and
Mhm.
you're 5 to 9 can totally balance each other out, and it could be it could be however that looks, but it could be a puzzle. And I think sometimes people ask us all the time about our work and that sort of thing, but I think it's not necessarily cut and dry of how that puzzle works. And I think yours is really cool. It's kind of neat to see like the seriousness of your daytime work mixed with the playfulness of your evening work, and how that just balanced to be such an awesome life. So what a
It's
gift to
really
the
cool.
county, and what a gift to all the people who've listened and enjoyed your music.
Uh, Kim, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I love it. It's great. The only problem was on Mondays after work, I'd come home and that was it.
Yeah.
Dinner,
Yeah.
watch TV, and then I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
Don't call me on a Monday. I
Yeah.
always say, don't call me on a Monday.
It catches up with you.
Yes,
Yeah. Yeah.
you don't get tired until you stop.
Right.
Did
Mhm.
you ever feel, did you ever have a pull or a desire to try to make polka your full-time job? Or was it always like, nope, I want that to be separate? Because I've heard some people say you should never try to make your passion your job because it takes the joy out of it. And people have different opinions. But how was that for you? Did you ever want to try to do more? Or were you like, nope, this is exactly how I want it?
Well, I'm going to blame my dad on this because it was like, I tell you, it was 1974. And I'm sitting outside washing and waxing my convertible. And he goes, and it wasn't working yet. He goes, son, you got to do more than just wash your car and play polka music. You got to get a real job. I go, okay. So he hooked me up to the county, and so I got the real job, but I kept my fun job too. So it's my dad's fault. He says, son, you can't just stay home and wash your car and play on the weekends. You have to do something during the week. He told me.
Yeah.
So the rest is history.
I saw in a video that I saw of you, you were saying something about how the accordion was very popular back in the day, and I can attest my dad and his brother both played accordion. Then you had a really good line. I don't know if you remember it. I won't let you deliver it about what happened to maybe make the accordion fall out of favor a little bit. Do you remember that observation about
Well,
about a different king?
yeah, well, right. That's the thing. That
Yeah.
I was hoping we were going the same way. Your dad will say the same thing. That god darn guy that would shake his hips all the time like that. You can't do that when accordion.
Yeah. Good old
So
Elvis picked up a guitar
yes,
and then that was it, right?
that
Yeah.
was it. Everybody took their accordion and traded it in for a guitar.
All
I
right.
never did. I stuck with the accordion and drums all those years. So
Well, the world is better off for it. I will tell you that, Eddie. That is the joy that you bring to people is an amazing thing. We did want to ask. I don't want to hold you on too long, but we needed to ask
yes,
about this Home Alone experience and
yes.
what that was like. How you
How
got
did it come
involved.
about? Right.
Yeah. How did you get
He's
involved?
getting ready.
Obviously, you got a chance to be with John Candy. What was that like? Tell us about that.
Oh, that was great. That was wonderful. We spent 18 hours filming our three segments in the movie, and our time was spent at Meg's Field back in the day. Remember Meg's Field
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yep.
before Daly closed it down, and we spent all day there with John Candy, and it was just what a great experience.
Hmm.
But our music was played, so weeks before we were in studio recording all our stuff. But for the actual filming of the movie, we were there for 18 hours with John Candy, and he was just a great guy, just like we're talking right now. Candy we'd be laughing. He said, Ed, can you play In the God the Vita on the accordion? You know, so I was sitting in the back of the truck as we're waiting for the film to get ready and playing dan 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 dan, dan, and he's shaking his head like this, So it was just funny, and he's telling us jokes, and we're just laughing. And Chris Columbus and John Hughes are trying to make a movie, and John Candy and the Kenosha Kickers were all laughing, and like we're just sitting at a bar, but we're actually supposed to be serious making a movie. So it was great. It was my kind of thing to do, just down to earth, and John Candy was just wonderful.
And
Wonderful guy.
how did you get involved in the movie in the first place?
Through my mom and dad that had the Baby Doll Polka Club that I was telling you about earlier. And so the movie was mostly filmed in Chicago, and they wanted to do a polka part. So when you're in Chicago, you got to call the Baby Doll Polka Club for a polka band. Mm-hmm. It's only natural.
And that worked out good. Like, yeah, I know a guy. I know who could be in that, do that.
Yeah, right. I know a guy. Yeah, I know a guy. Yeah. I know a guy. So we went out there, and we had to go to the north side of Chicago. It was we had to like do a little quick audition. I'll put all the guys in my truck, and we all drove out there. It's snowing out, and the guys are looking like, oh man, it's 8:00 at night. We drove, and the traffic on the Kennedy Expressway in Chicago was always crazy. We get there, we bring our stuff into the snow, and the guys are yelling at me like, what the heck? I could be home watching TV. And I said, guys, come on now. I'm going to make you all big movie stars, so don't worry. So they say, yeah, okay, yeah, another fine mess you got us into, And it turned out.
That's awesome.
And you actually had a line in the movie, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can't remember what it was. It wasn't no. Oh, it was yes. It was yes. Yeah. It was high.
Yeah. How did you? You had to practice that probably to remember live.
Oh yeah, we had to take a lot of cuts. Yeah. We were saying high, we were saying low. It's crazy.
Now there's the scene. I'm curious if you were in this when this got filmed, when John Candy was talking about leaving his kid behind at the funeral parlor. Were you a part of that scene as he was saying that? Because I heard that was totally improv. Like he made that whole story up. Is that true?
Made it up, and he made that story up and mentioned my name. He goes, that guy Eddie over there, we could write a book about him. And he was pointing to me.
Yeah.
So that was all ad lib, because we were talking all those, off camera. We're all talking and stuff, and he knew everybody's name. But he made all that up just like that. He was just they said, okay, action, and he just started rambling, and it was wonderful.
Amazing.
That's
so
awesome.
Cool.
And who would have known, especially that snowy night, that Home Alone would turn out to be like the movie that everyone watches every Christmas, by the way. We watch it every year. Mm-hmm. It's just one of those movies that,
I bet the kids like it too. The kids
it's
like
iconic.
It's a classic.
Yeah.
That's a great movie. Please keep watching it, because every time you watch it, I make 25 cents on that movie.
Oh boy!
So every time you watch it, if it's somewhere, or if you could download it or Netflix or whatever it is, but I make 25 cents. So keep it going.
Hey, that adds up,
Yeah, right. That's where I bought the hat.
And the poster.
Yeah, and the blood. No, I stole the poster. When we had the first showing at McClure Court downtown, this sign was there. So it's not there anymore. It's in my basement right now.
You're telling the truth.
I know.
Yeah. Okay, I took the sign. Okay, see you later. I took my sign.
That's awesome.
Here it is.
Well, not everybody could say they hung out with John Candy for a day or two, or 18 hours or whatever it was, but it's a neat story.
Yeah. So what's next for you? I know we were talking earlier about the pandemic, and that kind of put a wrench in 2020. What do you have anything booked coming up in the summer yet, or what are you looking forward to most about getting back on stage again?
That's the thing. I miss all the people. We had so much fun. My crowd is anywhere from the 21 to 101. you know, and the older gang, I love them because they come out and they love the music. Where the younger gang, they usually come out for the Oktoberfest, you know, and the beer drinking things, you know, which is fun too, you know. But so I missed the people. We met so many friends throughout the years, and that's the main thing. I love to be playing and saying hi to people and watching them dance. And hey, Ed, play a song for me. You bet I'll play it for you. You know, and it's fun. I love it. I've been doing it since I was a kid, and I want to keep going for another 40 or 50 years.
Well, it's really exciting to think. We think about this with speaking events and that sort of thing, but how excited people are going to be when we all can be back together, and it will happen again. You know, so I think there's going to be a new life that you'll bring to it. I'm sure.
Well, I want to go to Sheboygan sometime. What's
I
going on there?
know.
Yeah, you might be able to sell like 63 albums up here. So you know.
At least, yeah. We're big.
Well,
We're big.
Eddie, where can people? We have your website up there, eddiecarosajr.com. Is that the best place for people to find out about you and get a hold of your music and find out when you're back on the road and all that?
Oh, sure. Because there's a schedule on my website, and we have 3 newer CDs out. Those are available.
Nice.
And I got this real cool thing. Where's it at here? We got T-shirts too.
Oh, those are awesome.
Nice.
Yes, that's like your
Polka
sweatshirt.
time.
That's great.
There you go. Yeah. Got the T-shirts, and then we got this cool. This is my favorite thing. It's called I call it a polka stick. Okay. It's a USB.
Oh.
But it's called a polka stick.
Nice. And it's like
you know why
filled with polka.
You know why it's called a polka stick?
Tell us.
Because there's polkas on it. See that?
That's pretty.
So it's all on my website. Yeah, oh, there you go. Yeah. That's something Danny. That's Danny Donuts and Barb would do that. You know.
Yeah.
Hey, how those guys doing? Danny, are you watching? Hello, Danny. Hello, Barb.
Oh, they're on. Yes.
He said earlier, and I'm gonna get this wrong. He said you were the court jester. Jester.
You're the jester.
Yeah. Instead
polka
of
jester.
Yeah. So I thought
he does a pretty good job with his Zinga Boom, whatever they call that thing. I love that thing. So they get out and do their thing too. So that makes it fun. We shared the stage a few times at Pierogi Fest, so that was kind of fun.
Nice.
That's a good. That would
maybe
be
hopefully we'll do that again. Yeah.
Let me see.
Have you been to that one?
No. I have a question though. Let's see if I can pull it up.
Oh yeah.
Is it this one? Dorothy wants to know, what is your favorite album that you've made?
Ooh, good question.
My favorite album was the first one I made with my dad. It was called Like Father, Like Son. It was an album with his band on one side and my band on the other. It was a 33 1/3 album.
Okay.
And we did that in 1976. And that's still my favorite. I had my original song, The Boys from Illinois, which is the name of my band. I wrote a theme song, and that's on there, and that's my favorite. So, Dorothy, thanks a lot for asking about that.
Is that like something people can purchase, or is that kind of in the archives at this point?
Yeah, it's kind of archived out. But if you call me, I could burn a CD for you illegally.
Well, Danny says, "Hi, Eddie. It's a pogo cello, not a zigaboom," and I have no idea what that means, but I'm just passing that along.
Yeah, Danny calls it a pogo cello. I couldn't remember, but I haven't seen that guy for a while with the pandemic. So pogo cello.
There you go.
You got to hear him play that thing. It's fun.
Yeah. All right, Eddie. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to be with us tonight. I know people loved you. Oh yeah, you gotta send us off here with a little something.
Eddie. We're ready. We're geared up.
What do you think? Should we do a little beer barrel polka? 3 of us?
I think that sounds good.
You know the words?
Nope.
I'm rusty.
Roll out the barrel. We'll have a barrel of fun. Roll out the barrel. We've got the blues on the run. Zing, boom, tarara. Bring out a song of good cheer, whiskey, wine, and beer. Now's the time to roll up the barrel, for the gang's all here. Roll out the barrel.
Eddie, thank you so much. That is a perfect ending to an awesome interview. So thank you for being here with us.
I got one more thing for you, though.
Sure.
Yeah.
Any way you guys could stand up and do something for me?
Sure.
I don't have pants on.
All right. Uh-oh. What are we doing? The chicken? Oh, the chicken.
Are you ready for the chicken?
Oh,
Yes.
Chicken dance.
Get ready. Go! All right. Clap, 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 clap. Yeah! Looking good. All right. We could go for hours.
I know. We're just getting started.
Thank you so much, Eddie. You are the best. Thank you.
Hey,
for
cancel the rest of the gang. I'm going to stay all night. Cancel
Aw.
the rest of the gang. Yeah, tell them you play. They could be on next week. Let's keep going. What do you want to do?
There's an Escape Adulthood Summit with your name on it, Eddie. So
Absolutely.
we will throw some dates at you soon.
Well, hopefully we get together in live.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you guys having me on your show. And everybody that's listening in and typing in, thank you very much. Come out and see us. And you mentioned our website. Kim, thanks a lot. Jason, the best luck to you both. And I hope we see you soon, maybe in Ottawa.
That would
Sounds
be awesome.
good. Sounds
Thank
good.
you so much, Eddie.
Take care,
God
Eddie.
bless. Take
Hey,
care.
Have a
Bye.
great show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, that was amazing. Eddie is my new best friend.
That was pretty good. Great. Mike is saying best guest ever.
Right? The chicken
Totally.
dance. When's the last time you did the chicken dance? You guys totally have to YouTube the chicken dance now and introduce someone to that. That is amazing.
It's an adultitis antidote.
Did
Can't
we
do
did
that.
the chicken dance at our wedding, I'm pretty sure.
Everyone in the world has done the chicken dance at their wedding. Well, I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. We've got a little bit more show to go, so let's move along.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Oh, how do we move on from that? I'm distracted, but that's okay. This is exciting, you guys. We're getting down there to the last few days that the doors are going to be open for the Wonder and Whimsy Society, and I see a lot of founding members here in the chat tonight. So I think we're kind of opening doors for 4 or 5 more days. Is that right?
Less than a week for sure.
Okay.
Yep.
Monday,
February 15th.
the doors close probably like midnight or something. But yeah, we have these little cards. You want to talk about what these little guys are?
Well, I was gonna say if your heart was swelling from that last segment, then you're probably the type of person who needs to be in the Wonder and Whimsy Society because
That's a good way to word
you
it.
get it, right?
Yeah.
And we've talked a little bit about some of the benefits that come with being a member. We send out secret missions, and last night we just had another mastermind meeting on Zoom, where we talk on different topics with members and kind of solve problems and air grievances and get ideas for fighting adultitis. But one of the other things we do is every quarter we send out a mystery mailing filled with adultitis fighting tools and things, and we send exclusive things. So this last box had some brand new greeting cards we came out with that are not actually even available on our store.
Little known fact, these cards actually have words on the inside, and boy, would your grandma have loved this, because she was
always mad at me for not putting.
Why don't you put words on the inside of your cards? Because it costs too much, Grandma. We're just starting out.
But now we've made the big time, and we can afford to put words on the inside.
But honestly, the words that
What are they?
Yeah,
Kim?
so this one, Dawn is coming. These are the Corona blessings. You guys remember this from Gallery Night. Dawn is coming, and the inside it says, "Until then, eat cookies." Okay, so that's kind of playful and fun. This one, gotta love, nothing on the front. I'm kind of messing the camera up there. There you go. That's confusing. Nothing on the front, but on the inside it says, "Everything's gonna be okay," which I think is a nice little sentiment for that sweet one. Then we got hope in the darkness, of course. On the inside it says, "Thanks for shining your light." Okay, so that's a cool one. And then last but not least, all creation rejoices with the whale. And on the inside it says, because it's your birthday. So Grandma Ruthie would have
She's looking down from heaven, happy that this
that we finally
happened.
have things on the inside.
But we wanted to have messages. We wanted to have them be a little bit more open-ended too, so you could use them for different purposes. But that people who sign up for the Wonder and Whimsy Society get the best of what we have. They get our newest stuff, our best stuff, exclusive stuff. We actually have something in the works for the next box that is going to be pretty cool. Like
hint a little bit?
You can give a hint.
It has to do with Wonder Hunt, and it's going to be something that you receive to help you. So we're really excited. This is kind of a brand new idea, less than a week old, and once we kind of thought of it, we're like, yes, this is it. So if you have done Wonder Hunt, you will be very excited. If you haven't done Wonder Hunt, I think you'll be very curious, and it might be a new opportunity to try it out.
So if this intrigues you, check out wonderandwhimsy.fun to learn more about what you get and what's all involved. It is basically the secret society that Adultitis does not want you to know about. So please check it out if you're interested. We would love to have you. Doors are closing soon, so get in on it while you can.
Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Artists of all stripes are conditioned to fear the blank canvas, the empty page, the blinking cursor incessantly taunting you with a demanding, well? That little voice in the back of your head asserts that you can't do it and you shouldn't even try. The despicable little bastard we call Adultitis around here is not actually you, but it does use your voice to sound convincing. What if I choose wrong? What if I fail? What if I don't have anything to say? What if someone else already said this, only better? What if I've peaked and the best is behind me? What if they make fun of me? What if they want to burn me at the stake? Or worse, what if they don't even notice? Even if you don't paint, make, write, dance, play polka, or compose, these questions probably sound familiar. Because when it comes to the big questions of life, we're all artists. Why am I here? What dream has been planted in my heart? What story do I want to tell with my one precious life? These questions are the ultimate blank canvas, which can be incredibly terrifying. Rather than face it, it's easier to have someone else tell us what to do. It's easier to fill our days with action, noise, and distractions. It's easier to fill our to-do list with an impossible mountain of tasks that may or may not be important, but at least keep us busy. Anything to avoid the blank canvas. But this, dear friend, is merely Adultitis running out the clock. Eventually, the buzzer will sound as your time on Earth expires, and that's it. Your great big canvas remains empty. Or worse yet, it's been painted in by everybody else. And you really hate the colors they picked. But here's the thing. The blank canvas is merely a mirage, propping up untrue assertions about your value and abilities. The most daring thing you can do is to begin filling the blank canvas with something, anything. No, not every decision is correct. Not every action yields results, but you can adjust as you go along. Most mistakes are far less permanent than Adultitis leads us to believe, and at least the colors are your own. The first brushstroke, though, it's the hardest. It breaks the illusion and shatters all the questions the blank canvas taunts you with, rendering them irrelevant. Once you've begun, everything else becomes easier. With momentum on your side, Adultitis is considerably weakened. That's why, with too many people afraid to even begin, starting is such a bold act. Many painters are afraid of the blank canvas, but the blank canvas is afraid of the truly passionate painter who dares and who has broken the spell of you can't. Van Gogh knew a secret, and now you know it too. The blank canvas is more terrified of you than you are of it. What are you finally going to start today?
This is kind of a good one for the beginning of the year because it's like, okay, you have that kind of motivation in January and then January's gone and here we are in February and it's really easy to just kind of slump a little bit, but that opportunity of today is a new day and that blank canvas is still there, right?
Well, especially with by now many people's New Year's resolutions have gone out the window.
Right.
So maybe you've descended into a shame spiral and you're like, see, this is why I can't do good
This is why I don't
things,
do
is because I
this.
suck.
Right.
And again, every day is a chance to start new, and it's the first step is really the hardest. But once you make that first step, it's like magic. It's like momentum begins. I was reading something the other day about if you have trouble procrastinating or putting things off, is to think about micro steps. So basically try to, instead of thinking of like, oh, I need to write a book, it's like, write a sentence, write one page. Or if you want to start a business, it's like, just look up the phone number of someone you can call. That's all you have to do today. And break it down into little super tiny chunks is a good way to start. So hopefully that inspires you and encourages you to not be so afraid of that blinking cursor, the blank canvas, the empty page. But speaking of that, I've been toiling away at some art. Finally, we've got a new studio. It's sort of temporary. I'm going to be going through a renovation process, but at least I can paint, and got a little video to share.
Yes, the
a little
first studio sneak peek in the new studio. All right, I am so excited to welcome you to the new studio here in our new home in Sheboygan for our very first studio sneak peek. You can see Jason has a wonderful view out of his window, and he has been really working on this line that I'm a little confused by, because when we moved from Madison, I thought it was done. Jay, what's going on?
Well, first of all, it's not done. I'm working on the butterflies now. So this guy is done.
Okay.
This guy is almost done. And hopefully you can see this one, why these are done and that's not. There's another pass that needs to be done.
Like resolution, almost like in a photo, right?
Yeah, more clarity, more blending, more detail, things like that.
Wow, that's so pretty. What is going on with why the rest of it's not done? What is happening here?
Well, obviously it looked like a line before. It was filled in with all of the value, the first round of color, the details were not yet fleshed out, but it looked like a pretty good painting, I guess.
Yeah.
But these next layers that I've been working on are all the difference in the world. You can see a little bit more here. This is more built up in the main. You can see the face is starting to get a little bit more color. I have some blues and purples in the shadows there. Hopefully you can see that. But this is the stuff that makes the painting come alive. And it's also, there's a point where I'm in the middle of it and I'm like, this painting sucks. This is terrible. I'm never going to be able to get it to how I want. And then there's a certain corner that I turn. But one of the things I wanted to point out is, if you think of a line, you might think of tan and brown, right? You think of those colors. Well, there's actually very little tan and brown that I've used in this line. So if you want to take a look up here at some of these colors I'm using, these are the main colors that I've used along with white to mix up these brown shades. And I do use brown sometimes, but yeah, blue.
It's like maroon and blue and yellow. What?
Yep. And so you mix those up in different combinations, and you get warm browns and cooler browns, and add in white and things like that. But then that just kind of gives us more of a aliveness to the painting than just doing flat browns or flat blacks and things like that. So
well, yeah, I can definitely see that, because right now it looks like he went to the beautician and got like complete highlights.
Got his hair blown.
I know, it's amazing. I kind of feel like it's like, who's the girl from Greece?
Sandra D.
Yeah, like her hair here, like with the feathers. The colors are crazy, Jay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So we're plugging right along. Definitely there's a light at the end of the tunnel on this one, but still quite a few hours left to go.
this. I agree with the comments here tonight. Oh my gosh, Christy, I know this might be one of my favorite originals too. There's something too, we didn't talk about the feet. Maybe we'll do that in the next studio sneak peek, but the motion that he's kind of coming off the canvas is pretty powerful when you're standing right in front of it. It looks so real. You really feel like he's coming at you. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's coming together every day. I'm hopeful by the end of this week it'll be close. I think it's.
And this is actually going to go above our fireplace, so no pressure. But we're all kind of chomping at the bit to get it up there. Right now, the shark with the gold teeth is up there, so we've got something. But we're all pretty excited about the lion finding his new home.
We'll keep you. Well, if you follow me on Instagram at escapeadulthood.com, I've been putting up some sketches and progress shots there. So that's just at escapeadulthood on Instagram. If you're on there. Check that out. But I think all this art has got me in the mood to do some drawing. Are you guys ready to draw?
Let's do this.
Okay, you guys, this is our chance to get your artistic juices going. You do not have to have any talent whatsoever. You just have to follow along step by step. All you need is something to draw with and something to draw on. If you've got crayons or markers or colored pencils, great. If you only have a pen and a Post-it note, that'll work too. All right. So we're gonna. I was inspired to kind of like pull the different themes together tonight.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna start off.
Is it polka related?
I'm not saying anything. Okay. We're gonna start out with. I'm gonna call this like parentheses. Okay. You're going to want to keep room at the top of your page, okay? Don't go too high, but something about in the, the bottom half. All right, and then I'm going to draw a little curved line above it like that, okay? And that's it. No, just kidding. All right, now I'm going to draw some little side things like this. I don't want to say what they are because I don't want to give it away, okay? Then we're going to draw a couple lines about halfway down, 4 to be exact, 2 on this side and 2 closer to this edge. All right. All right, and I'm going to draw 2 more, I guess, parentheses, rounder up here on the side. All right.
We've got some guesses coming in.
I see Stonehenge.
A lion playing an accordion. That's a very good merging of themes tonight.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna draw a couple lines here, and I'm just gonna go ahead and fill this in here. Okay. All right, let's see. What should we do next? Okay, now this bottom part, I don't know how to explain it, but it's gonna be kind of like a little curvy line. So watch what I do here. There's gonna be like a little bump here, go up, and then bring another little bump down here and connect them. All right.
This is funny.
Okay. Now let's see. Let's do a little lines down here.
Jennifer Tackett guesses a polka guy or gal.
Polka guy or gal. She may or may not be completely wrong. All right, and then we're going to do another line across the middle like this. All right. Now I'm going to do a little line at the top to connect these top lines to make it kind of curvy. So this top part is almost like a little curved rectangle now. And then up here I'm going to make some little triangles.
Stephen, I thought the same thing. He said it reminds me of a tooth. It does look like a little tooth shape.
To it, right? Okay, so I got these 2 little kind of rounded triangles, and make a couple lines, cutting them down the middle. And then I think we're gonna come together here with a little triangle here, and it's gonna start to come.
Mike Schroeder says it's John Candy.
It's John Candy. Oh, that would be great. All right, then we're gonna do this and this. And a couple little eyes here. Okay. And we'll throw in some whiskers.
Oh. I think that's going to do it.
Okay.
Jody says lederhosen dressed kitty.
And I'm going to put a couple little lines here, little paws. But the best part, okay, We're not done yet. We're going to do a little line right here, just like that at the top. Now he's a Jewish cat. No, just kidding. And then make another
Keep
bump
going,
like this.
Keep going. Another one. Yep.
And I'm going to make a little stripe ribbon there.
Aww.
And then, I don't know if you guys noticed, but Eddie's hat that he was wearing, he had a little feather.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to draw a line out like that. And a couple little loops.
Classic.
All right.
Aww.
So then, obviously, you can do whatever you want with the color. And I think I'm going to do this here.
I wish that really quickly you could just draw like a little accordion for him. Like,
Little
really?
Yeah, well, this was
He's
a little
holding
bit.
his little accordion.
This is a little bit more of an advanced
Yeah, Jason,
lesson tonight,
you guys-
but I think you guys
Yeah,
are good.
What, 30? How many shows in are we now? 30.
This is 38, I believe.
38 less art lessons. And by the way, if you've missed some, which I know some of you have come in throughout the different shows and started watching, they're all on YouTube. If you go to our YouTube channel, Escape Adulthood, there's a playlist. I think it's called Playlist, right?
Yep.
Just of the Let's Draw segments. So you can just totally loop those and go through them all and fill your whole sketchbook. And our Wonder and Whimsy Society members can fill in their new journals with the drawings. So that's kind of fun. Oh, he's got like a little eye patch thing.
There we go.
Aw.
And of course,
cute.
we got to do like a little green.
Eddie says that is very cool.
Thank you, Eddie.
It means a lot coming from you, Eddie.
I
because
can't polka myself, but I can draw a
kitty
cat
polka.
that looks like it might be in a polka band. Very big in Sheboygan. By the way, I did have someone who reached out to me a couple months ago who is a distant relative of mine. I think she lives in North Carolina or West Virginia or something like that. And her last name is Kotecki. And she reminded me that Kotecki is like a derivative of Kotek, which is like little cat in Polish. So this is appropriate,
yes,
I guess,
it's
for
kind of like our heritage animal. What do they call that? Like a spirit animal.
Yes, it's our family animal. All right, and then I left a little bit of room at the bottom, so why not?
Accordion? Yes. Oh, it's levitating.
He's jumping.
He's jumping.
Yeah,
He's just
because
jumping
he's like,
straight up. It's
polka.
like polka. Aw, I do love the jumping.
So there's your little cat wearing lederhosen.
Interesting. Obviously, you did the circle levitation thing or oval, but then those two lines on the side, those little quotation marks, make him jumping. Like that's a new.
And he's moving. Yeah, he's not
Yes.
just levitating. He's actually.
Is this the first time you've done those?
It might be. I don't know.
think
You'd have
you've
to
ever
look
had
at
a jumping.
all of the.
So here, you can apply that same concept to every other drawing. So every other thing could be like jumping and moving now.
There you go.
You blew my mind.
All right. Well, now that Kim's mind is blown, we wanted to show some of the drawings from last week.
That were all mind blowing.
Did a really good job. Good stuff then here. Tim was a brand new viewer to the show.
Very
Welcome, Tim.
cool.
Thank you for passing this in.
Chessmen.
The Chessmen football team. So we did
I love
football
that.
helmet, and I invited people to put their own logo in there. Elle, this I believe was
Local high
her
school.
local high school, yeah,
Mhm.
and
She
the
works
Lakers.
for the school district, and so she's supporting local. She's like, let them play, like go Lakers.
Nailed
so
it.
how cool is that?
John piped in here with the Sheboygan Martys. We've got our little Marty penguin in there, which
Marty
I love.
is very big in Sheboygan.
He's way bigger than
And
us.
look how little he is. So that tells you how big he is in Sheboygan.
And last but not least, we always get way more than we can share. So thank you to everyone who sent them in. But Kelsey took this to the next level. She has a Wonder Marty. which is a special version of Marty that you get as a member of the Wonder and Whimsy Society.
There's lots of versions of Wonder Martys based on what color
they're
you
all
get.
different colors, but she included Wonder Marty in her helmet, and I thought it turned out great.
I love it. Yeah, her cute little green one with the orange beak.
So if you played along, if you drew a cat wearing lederhosen this week, and if you wanted to add in a little accordion, go for it. But we'd love to see it. Mail it to kj@escapeadulthood.com, and maybe it'll show up on next week's show.
And before we move on, we do have to squeeze in a meme of the week because someone has a birthday tomorrow. Mr. February over here.
29 years old again.
29 is so
unbelievable.
Fun to
it's the best.
To be.
The best year. Yeah, this meme of the week fits in good is when you realize it's the last year you'll be able to play with Legos. When you hit that 100, that's the bad thing. So
it is so funny that Lego has that 99 age limit. I think why did they even do that?
It is weird.
It is funny.
It is very strange. Like you
Poor
can't.
Betty.
Maybe they just couldn't fit it on the box. But
break the rules, Betty.
The good news is,
break the rules.
If I remember correctly, Eddie's mother has 6 good years left of Lego playing ahead of her.
She can play Legos for 6 more years, Eddie. So that's awesome.
Yes. Time to give something away.
Yes. And a little longer show tonight. So thanks for sticking with us, you guys. Totally worth it. Oh my gosh. Could we have all just started the music part of the night for 3 hours? Or was it just me?
That would have been good.
Right?
So here's what we want to know. What would the name of your polka band be? If you had to include your hometown. So we've got the Kenosha Kickers here.
Yeah. Okay.
Eddie's band, he mentioned it, is the Eddie and the Boys from Illinois.
Okay.
So that's obviously not a hometown, but it's his home state. So you can include a state. So in order to win the prize, put in the comments what the name of your polka band would be if you had to include your hometown.
The Sheboygan Shenanigators.
I like it.
Right?
I like it.
Right? All day long. I want that shirt. Right?
The winner will receive a $10 gift card to the lemonade stand where you could buy this print or this canvas or whatever you want to buy. Free $10 along with some cool other swag that we sneak in there like stickers and whatnot. So let's see what people are saying. We've got Martha with the Chapel Hill Hoofers.
Oh, that's awesome because she loves horses.
Yes, and she's from North Carolina. Mm-hmm. So Chapel Hill always reminds me of Michael Jordan. No, 6'6". Okay, Steven says define hometown. Just pick one, Steven. It's not that hard.
Yeah, you just take your pick because you got 100.
We're not fact checking here. Helen says the Blaine Bombardiers.
Oh, that's fun.
I like that.
Love it.
Rachel, there we go. Holly Hootenannies.
Oh,
love that.
Anytime you can say Hootenanny, it's a good day.
Yes, Wendy Whitney Scherer, Prairie Twirlers.
Ooh,
that's a good one.
Nice.
Scottsdale Stompers.
Oh, I love it. That's awesome.
A Pain at Madtown.
Nice.
I like that.
Like it.
Omronian Polka Dots.
Ooh, Omro. That's
She's from
tough.
Omro.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yep.
The Yodeling Stevens. Cincinnati Crumpers. Like
Ooh, that's cool.
What else we got? Hakkasan Hoedowns.
Oh,
there you go. There's
Hakkasan. I didn't know if I knew. How did I not know Brenda was from Hakkasan?
You know that town? I don't know that town.
No, I don't either. That's my point.
The Shaw Shakers.
Oh,
so like Waukesha.
Nice.
I got gotcha. Fort Wayne Polka Wacky Wings.
Ooh, love it. That's awesome.
The Peoria Polka Players.
Ooh.
Just the triple P. Triple P.
Mm-hmm.
What am I, Guy Fieri all of a sudden? The King Kickers.
Nice.
Good one. Penobscot? I'm butchering it. I am sorry, Brittany. The Penobscot Polkas.
Say that 10 times fast. Wow, Brittany.
It does seem like a polka band's name. I'll say that. Cameron Park Polka People.
Ooh,
like that, Carolyn.
That's great.
Lincoln Loonies.
Nice, Candlin.
Plymouth
Aw.
Polka Pals.
I'll
Question
take it.
mark?
I'll take it. I like the 3 Ps.
How about this? Ottawa Octoberers.
Yeah, Oktoberfest. I love it, Mary Beth. I'm in.
This might be my favorite. Napolkaville.
Oh.
Naperville transformed into
Nice.
Polkamania. It's good.
All right.
Polka
Or
Manila.
Manila.
He
Yes.
spent some time in Manila.
Mhm.
Scottsdale Screamers. They're the
Punk
punk polka.
polka.
I'd like to see.
I
Very
want to
good.
see you decorate your hair, Paul, to be able to play in that band. That would be a good challenge.
You
for
like
you.
purple spiky hair, but still with that little green hat with
Right?
the feather.
I
right?
know.
That'd be
And Paul
awesome.
could pull that off because
think
he's
so.
done some cool stuff
think
with
so.
his hair. Yeah.
And last but not
I
least, we
can
got
see that.
Steve with the Houston Hoofers.
Nice. Good
Very
job,
good.
you guys.
Keep those coming in, you guys. We will pick a winner before we sign off tonight. But thank you for playing. We hope you enjoyed the show. If you are new here and you are not an Escape Adulthood insider, what the heck are you doing? What's
Let's
your
just start
problem?
at the beginning here,
I mean,
friends.
That's terrible. I'm ashamed of you.
No, they
But-
don't know what it is. How could he be ashamed?
That's
Invite
what I
them.
was gonna say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
I was kidding.
So yes,
no.
every Sunday morning, Jason sends out an email with a message, oftentimes tying in with some artwork that he's made, a story, something inspiring and hopeful that we all need to hear. So, and it's also the place to find out what we have going on. So what's coming up next, what's exciting and new. So definitely be an insider, escapeadulthood.com/insider. Join us. We got some cool stuff going on.
Yes,
So.
we do. But that is it for this show. Thanks again to Eddie Carosa Jr. Thank you to everyone who joined us live. Thank you to everyone who is watching the replay, because there is no rule that you have to be tuning in live. We know a lot of people that the schedules don't work out and catch the show after. We appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching. But yeah, until next time, Adultitis Fighters.
Shine on, spread whimsy, and be awesome.